Okay. Did we like that? That was Your Love by Azana. And Azana joins me on a Rise 360 right now from our Lagos studio. Azana, I really like your sound. I really do. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining me. How are you feeling?
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm feeling lovely. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. You're going to help me pronounce your name, though. I feel like I saw it, but I didn't. I really hate when people mess with my name, which is part of the reason why everyone calls me Kachi. So tell me what your full name is.
I understand. My full name is Makhosazana. So when I was thinking of a stage name, I decided to clip it and make it the last 4 letters of my name, which is Azana. And Makhosazana means princess.
Oh, that's beautiful. Makhosazana. You see, that wasn't so hard. I could have gotten that. I just wanted to be sure. It's lovely to have you on the show, Azana. So talk to me about your music. I really think South African music is doing incredibly well to start with. Talk to me about your sound and some of the inspirations behind it. You started this at the age of 15, so it's been a long journey for you, hasn't it been?
Yes. My sound is very musical. Anything that I think is comfortable for any age group to listen to, which makes it actually universal and very international. That's what I can say about my sound. That's why it's able to cross borders that I've never even been to. And I started doing music when I was very young. I started recording music when I was actually 14. There was a studio next door to my house. So that's when I started songwriting. That's when I started seeing what kind of vibe I would go to when it came to music. And then when I was 18, I got the opportunity. When I was 19, I got the opportunity to record with big producers in South Africa who had then discovered me from social media. And that's how I started my journey in the music industry that has led me up to now.
A long one, Azana. I mean, it's what would you say has been the moment you knew, like, yes, I got to know about you from social media as well, you know, and someone reached out and said, listen, we need to, like, this is an amazing artist. And that's just my own experience. Someone saying, okay, this is Azana. And I was like, no. And I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm going to listen. And I looked at your video. There was a particular video and I was like, oh, she's a fire dancer. Okay, let's go there. Let's do it. You know, so what would you say was the one moment that made you know, like, yes, I know that my music has traveled far? What was that one moment for you?
Definitely when I go on TikTok and I see people remaking videos with my music, with the sounds. And it's crazy when you're just going and scrolling past TikTok and then you see a person from another country singing your lyrics. I think that's where I saw the most. It was definitely on social media. I think most of the things that I discover about the music is on social media because it really does show how far the music travels. So definitely TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok has done wonders for a lot of artists, quite honestly. But let's bring in Amapiano. You see, when we talk about South African music, Azana, especially here in Nigeria, we always just say, oh, Amapiano. But is that would you describe your sound as Amapiano, or are there other genres, you know, within the Amapiano space? Kind of like Afrobeat. Now there's Afrofusion, there's Afro-pop, there's Afro soul. So is that the same for Amapiano, or is it just Amapiano?
That's such an interesting question. Even to ask it now is so good because I feel like Amapiano right now is evolving and tapping into all these different genres that you actually just said. Amapiano right now in South Africa sounds a bit like soul. It sounds like Afro-pop. People are able to mix the genres and come up with something that sounds like Amapiano. So Amapiano is no longer boxed into piano alone. I see soul artists like myself are able to do Amapiano, and it doesn't have to be the groove Amapiano that people dance to maybe in an outing at night. There's different types of Amapiano, and I'm part of that circle as well because I do come from South Africa and I work with producers from South Africa. And it is a genre that we have made ourselves you know, so it's definitely part of who I am as well. The music that I'm going to be releasing is also Amapiano incorporated inside, even though it's soul. So we're going to be releasing a single called For a Reason. And if you listen carefully, it's the sound that you used to from Azana, but it's mixed with Amapiano. So I would definitely say, as a South African, I am part of the Amapiano, and I'm not very far from it, especially with the music that I'm about to release right now.
Amazing. Now, speaking about that music you're about to release, what's your take? What's your take on that conversation of Nigerians just jumping on Amapiano and just overdoing it with the sound? That was trending on Twitter at some point in time. There was an artist who said he was basically coming down to Nigeria, and he talked about Amapiano, and South African Twitter was like, excuse me, Amapiano is not Nigerian, it's South African. Have you ever come across that conversation? Has it ever come up in your space? And have you ever had thoughts on that conversation?
Even if I haven't had that conversation, I would say face to face with the person. I definitely see people talking about it on social media, where the narrative that might have been pushed, even if it wasn't intentional, it kind of looked like Amapiano originated from here, where actually it originated in South Africa. So I think, but at the same time, it's an African thing, so we're all in it together. But I think South Africans wanted people to know because they're just so proud of what they've done as well. But I would definitely say Africans are doing this as a collective, and it's putting so many people on the map. It's putting Africa on the map, and it's for all of us to celebrate and for all of us to eat from. So it's definitely an Africa thing now, more than a South African thing.
I love that. Now, tell me about some of your inspirations within South Africa, people you listen to. There's several songs that I've listened to and I just felt were heavenly, I would say. Obviously, your music is now definitely one of those songs that I would say I really, really enjoyed. I really like the way you mix your lyrics with the production of your beat. I think it's peaceful. That's how I'm going to describe your music. I'm going to describe Azana's music as peaceful. But then there's also Sofashishilane. I don't know if I said that right. That was a song by Wanit Wamos, and a couple of other people jumped on that track. And that was an amazing song as well. Then Soma Yomuthi, something like that. Do you know the song I'm talking about? Before I just bite my tongue off.
That you just mentioned is from Samayomuti is from Black Diamond in South Africa. The song that I did release with Wanitwa Moos was Nguwe. And I would understand why people would mix the two, because the sound is so similar. So I understand that. But it's a song called Nguwe that's been doing really well. It just came out in a movie. There's a movie that just came out in South Africa. It's called Yo Christmas, and Nguwe was also in there. And it's just so great to see people accepting music in such a beautiful way. And that song is also Amapiano. And when I was making it, we were making it from chords, so they made it Amapiano without me being in studio. And when I even asked them, is this Amapiano? They're like, yes, this is Amapiano because it has evolved. So Amapiano is definitely tapping more into soulful, more of the genre that I'm used to. It definitely is tapping there a lot lately.
Amazing. Well, Azana, thank you so much for joining me on the show. I'm really looking forward. I'm going to check out the song, by the way, Nguwe, because Wanit Almost is fantastic.
Thank you, yeah.
I feel like it's going to be lit, definitely. And you also mentioned that you have a new single coming out really soon, yeah?
Yes, I have a new single coming out. It's called For a Reason. It's a revisit from Zane. And I can't wait for people to see it. I'll be posting when it will be coming out very soon. Very excited for this year. I also have a collaboration coming up with Tobalian. I hope I'm saying his name right, Tobalian. Tolivian, yes, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Tolivian.
Yeah.
He's a great artist. He's from here in Nigeria. And one thing I would say is he's going really far, and I'm so proud to have had the opportunity to be a part of his journey. So this collaboration with him is what I came here for, and I'm so excited to share it with everyone in Nigeria and all around the world.
Azana, thank you so much for sharing that information with us. We're looking forward to that body of work you're putting out with Libya, and thank you again for sharing your art and the beauty of your music with us. I hope everyone goes to check it out right now, because you actually make really good music, Azana. So good luck and have a fantastic year this 2024.